Who or what inspired you to become a teacher? In my own case, I graduated college with a minor in education, but never really had an intention to become a teacher. I left California, where I had grown up and gone to school, and took a little trip around the United States before settling into any kind of a job. On my way home, I stopped in Chicago to visit a friend, and I found out that Chicago Public Schools was actually in dire need of teachers and were issuing emergency certificates. And all I needed to do was to take a few methods classes at Chicago State University in the evening, and I would be able to become a teacher. My first teaching assignment was 5th grade, and I think it's very interesting that when I look back on my earlier life, I had had a teacher in 5th grade myself. His name was Mr. Hamblin. And I was going through a very difficult time at that period of my life. I was 11 years old and my brother had just died of leukemia, and it was pretty traumatic, as you might imagine. And Mr. Hamblin was the kindest man. He understood what my family was going through, and he was there to support me and make me feel cared for and loved and secure. And I always remembered that. You know, when I think back about him, he looked like Abraham Lincoln without the beard, but such a kind man, and I know that he had made a great influence on my life. So I thought it was quite interesting that my first teaching job was 5th grade, and I then realized once I got a chance to be with kids and see how much they responded to kindness and love and respect, that I too could become a teacher. And that was the start of my 24 years in the classroom as an elementary and later a middle school teacher. And it was quite something to look back and realize that even though I had not intended to become a teacher, and what started as mainly a job that I could explore and find out if I liked teaching, ended up becoming my life's work. And again, I think back to Mr. Hamblin as my 5th grade teacher as really being the inspiration for me wanting to help kids the same way he had helped me.